as interesting as things like Kantian ethics are. I mean, they're interesting.
Of course.
Any kind of... I love discussions of all these different systems of ethical decision-making. They're interesting. And yet, they completely miss the point, because what they are trying to do is argue for a way of concluding morality. Right. And yet, we don't need to do that at all. Yeah. Because let me just tell you right now, if you think it's okay in any possible situation to rape a child...
That's right.
You are bankrupt and broken.
That's right.
Right? And everybody knows that's wrong.
That's right.
And there's no need to defend that's wrong. Yes. Any more than there's a need to defend stepping in front of a bus to move a woman out of the way, even if it costs you your own life, right? Is praiseworthy, is applause-worthy, right? Yes. One philosopher I listened to a number of years ago gave a true story about a plane that had taken off, but right at takeoff, it total engine failure, and it landed in the river right next to the airport. And so the first thing on site was a helicopter with a ladder, a little rope ladder, right? And there was a man who swam back and forth between the plane and the rope ladder, helping people from the plane get to that ladder. And he did it, I don't know how many times, but eventually he himself drowned, right? So he's a hero. And everybody who knows the story would go, my goodness, like that was a man doing something good and brave and right and virtuous, right? And yet on the account of the Green Book or anything similar to it, that man's an absolute fool.
That's right.
Right? And so there's no need for us to try to reason to say, oh yes, we should be courageous like that for the good of humanity, this future idea of enduring humanity. That just doesn't make any sense.
That's right. And it's important for us to say that in any number of moral questions, there is a place for reason, for argument,
Absolutely.
For logic. Of course, this is fundamental to Christian apologetics. This is fundamental to philosophy of all kinds. But it is to say that there are certain axioms, there are certain basic beliefs, there are certain foundational assumptions, presuppositions, without which you can't even begin to have a conversation.
Yeah.